We will now proceed with training on the NAC Agent. This training will be conducted according to the following agenda. There are two methods for installing the NAC Agent. Directly entering the installation page URL. This method involves the user accessing the installation page directly and installing the agent. Through the CWP Access Authentication page, this method is used when network access is blocked due to the absence of the agent. The agent can be installed from the Access Authentication page displayed by the CWP. The NAC Agent installation process is as follows. Access the Agent installation page and click the Windows Agent icon to download the GN update file, which is pre-configured with the policy server's IP address. Execute the downloaded GN update file to communicate with the policy server and download the Genian NAC file. Run the Genian NAC file, which executes a script to proceed with the agent installation. Once the installation is complete, the agent receives policies from the policy server, downloads the plugin files configured in the policies, and applies the settings. This is the method for installing the agent via URL. Access the agent installation page by entering https://policyserverip/agent. On the page, click the Windows Agent installation icon displayed on the screen to begin the installation. This is the method for installing the agent via the CWP Access Authentication page when blocked by the Agent Not Installed policy. Access the CWP Access Authentication page by entering https://policyserverip/CWP. On the page, click the Agent installation icon displayed on the screen to start the installation. Once the NAC Agent is successfully installed, it begins its operation. The GN Start service is registered, and if a separate execution account exists, the GN account process calls the GN agent. If no separate execution account is present, the GN agent is called using the logon user account. When the GN agent process runs, it checks for version upgrades via GN update and communicates with the policy server to receive policies. Based on the received policies, it downloads individual plugins and executes the specified action policies. Let me explain the processes that operate when the NAC Agent is running. The NAC Agent includes critical processes that run periodically or continuously in the system. Key processes include GN Update, GN Start, GN Agent, and GN Plugin. These are essential for the core functionality of the NAC Agent. Additionally, there are other processes that run either once during system initialization or for specific purposes. Representative examples of these auxiliary processes are GN Account, GN Dump, GN Xlib, GN Util, and GN Fixup. NAC Agent plugins are broadly categorized into two types. The first categorization is based on the OS, with plugins classified for Windows, Mac, and Linux environments. The second categorization is based on the type, single-type plugins. Actions created with the same plugin cannot be assigned multiple times. Multi-type plugins. Actions created with the same plugin can be assigned multiple times. To configure a plugin and apply it to a policy, follow these steps to create a node action. 1. Set the execution conditions for the plugin. 2. Select the plugin to execute and configure the plugin's detailed parameters. 3. Configure additional settings as needed. 4. Assign the created node action to the node policy. First, set the plugin execution conditions. Execution condition options include process, file, registry, service pack version, service, system, and authenticated user. Depending on the plugin's function and purpose, some plugins may not require execution conditions to be set. Second, select the plugin to be executed. There are 33 available plugins, including 26 standalone plugins and 7 multi-type plugins. Third, configure the execution type, language, and OS for the plugin. Execution type. This can either be predefined by the plugin or chosen by the administrator based on 5 available options. Language specifies the language setting of the endpoint OS where the plugin will run. Multiple languages, including Korean, English, Chinese, Japanese, and others, can be selected. The OS edition refers to Windows platforms, and you can select multiple OS versions provided by Microsoft. Once the action creation is complete, it must be assigned to a node policy to apply it to the endpoints. After assigning the node action to the node policy, use the Run Action Now option from the Task Selection menu to apply the action immediately. If the immediate application is not performed, the plugin will be applied during the agent's next periodic policy application cycle, which occurs every 4 hours. Node actions are applied to the targets assigned to the node policy by default, as they are linked to the policy. When execution conditions are configured for a plugin, even if the same node policy is assigned, the operational scope can be specified based on the plugin's execution conditions. In the Node Action menu of the policy, click Task Selection and then click the Create button. Next, enter the name of the node action and select the plugin to use. If the plugin requires condition settings, configure them appropriately for the intended purpose. After configuring the plugin details, specify the execution type, language, and OS edition for the action. Once finalized, click the Apply button in the upper right corner. To apply the created node action to a policy, navigate to the Policy menu. Select the policy you want to apply and use the Node Action Settings menu to add the previously created node action. Then click the Edit button. Finally, click the Apply button in the upper right corner to confirm that the node action has been applied to the policy. Plugins use 4 methods for information collection: Windows API, specific registry information, WMI query, other standard information such as EDID. These methods are used to collect information or apply policies. Up to this time, we have learned about the NAC Agent's agent operations and processes, plugin configuration and settings. Next time, we will provide training on the NAC Agent plugin, which is the last item of the NAC Agent.